Guess who rang me last night? A friend of yours. I haven't seen him for ages.
No, let me have a crack. Sean McAuliffe.
No, Sam Pang.
Oh, okay.
Sam Pang. Because we live in basically adjoining suburbs. I used to see him sometimes driving home from the radio, cutting through my suburb, and I just stand there and give him the finger as he would drive past in his little white Jeep. I'm sure he's not driving a white Jeep these days. Anyway.
He's been a very busy man. So
he has.
Obviously, if he rings you, you must be high on his priority list.
He said, I've just stopped doing all this filming and stuff, but if anyone asks, I'm very busy, all right? So, typical Pang. Anyway, I said, you won't believe this. You have called while I am cooking. Guess what I'm cooking?
Spaghetti bolognese.
No, you think... My wife said this was racist that I said this to him.
Fried rice.
That's what he said. No, I was cooking kai si min and rice.
Oh, kai si min.
Here, do you want to see a photo? And then I sent him this photo.
Oh.
I sent him this photo. I said, you would love this. So for people that don't know, kai si min is very basic. Mum used to make it.
That was very 1950s sort of meal. Mum used to make it 60s, yeah. Kai si min, a lot of cabbage, a lot of meat. A lot of cabbage. A lot of rice and curry.
Yeah, curry powder.
Yeah.
And in the old days, I think they used chicken noodle soup. So anyway, I sent it to him. I sent him that photo.
Yeah, what did he
say? I said, you would love this. And he said, that rice looks like many of your jokes, undercooked. And then I put, ha, 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 trying to think of a comeback. He said, take your time. I've got the next 5 months off. So, Glenn, we've got to come up with a joke. A cooking joke to hit back.
You are, because I get in three ways with Mick Malloy and Sam Pang.
Yeah,
and
they're heavy hitters. They're heavy hitters.
And they can do it with subtlety and power, and I'm not very good at this. So basically...
So he said...
What's his last statement?
That rice looks like many of your jokes, undercooked. And I said, I'm trying to think of a comeback. He said, I've got the next 5 months off.
Yeah.
We should say... anyway, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
I would go, it's not fried rice, it's special fried rice. Which is a bit like you. Special.
That's better than mine. That's much better than mine. Well, it's actually kai si min, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, did he say fried rice? But he did say fried rice.
Yeah, he did say fried rice.
It's not fried rice. Oh, no, that doesn't work.
No.
Okay, we'll go with special fried rice.
Special fried rice.
Yeah. Yeah, but then send that, and then we'll have a fun. In actual fact, it's kai si min. Translated means...
Oh, okay.
I hope he comes back to you before the end of the show.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, because then we can see how.
I'm sure people are listening to have some great ideas.
Oh no, they're yelling at.
They're better than us.
Yeah, no, they would.
This kind of thing.
Yeah. From the Ming Dynasty. There you go. There's something in that.
From Kai Si Ming from the Ming Dynasty.
An old recipe. I'm not saying it's old, but it's from the Ming Dynasty.
That's not bad. It's Kai Si Ming. I'm not saying it's old, but it's from the Ming Dynasty. I've been reheating it for 3 days.
It's been in the freezer, but I think it'll be okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if he comes back to us.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good in real time.
In real time.
The audience can participate in an altercation with Sam Pang.
Yeah. Okay. Well, play the music.
Welcome to Somehow Related. Now please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Here we are. We haven't heard from him yet. It's only been 2 seconds.
It's only been, yeah.
The Ming Dynasty, I like it. Anyway, somehow related, isn't it, Glenn? We get 2 topics.
Somehow related. So the R on somehow related would be in a capital. No, hang on. The S would be in
S
a capital,
and
R would be in a capital. Somehow
yes.
related, but normally in a sentence they would just be. Because I wrote it the other day and I went, no, hang on, I've got to put the 2 letters into. And when I send you a text, I normally write down SR.
And sometimes we say SU now, somehow unrelated.
Somehow unrelated.
I sent one to Courtney the other day saying SU, and he knows straight away that is somehow unrelated.
Shorthand. This showbiz shorthand.
And you can subscribe to that at any time, any given time.
Do you know any other showbiz shorthand? Travelling? What's that mean?
Oh, travelling means you're travelling from the makeup room to the set or something.
Yeah. Hang on. We need the.
Yeah.
Prop travelling.
We're doing oysters today. Lighting his oysters.
Well, what's that mean?
That's natural, no lining. We're just using.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
That's
you
a
know
new
that?
one.
We're doing
No,
oysters today.
no.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
What else do they say?
Get your shit and fuck off. That's a good one.
Boom Shadow. What song do you sing when he's being?
Boom
Sometimes you get a shadow.
boom
Yeah, that's
shadow,
I'm being followed by a boom shadow.
I'm just guessing
boom
that.
Shadow, boom shadow. Which is I think
Diva. They use that name around you a lot. No, there's Diva. Glenn Robbins, the Diva.
Don't look him in the eye. Yeah.
Don't look him in the eye.
Yeah.
Well, we get two topics, and we're going to work out how they are related.
Yeah. Well,
should we get them?
I'm always interested because I don't know. Obviously, we don't know, and where it goes, nobody. It's like my dad used to say: we can go home, or we can go the back way. And for some reason, we always went, "Yay, the back way!" And I don't know why the back way was that interesting.
So exciting.
Yeah, but Dad made it out to be really good, the back way, because it was like, we would avoid traffic. We were coming back from the coast on the weekend. Longest trip I've had on the Geelong Road in many. I reckon it took us 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
And
what time did you leave?
Left at 3, got home at 6:30.
Yeah, you know what? You're the same as my Pilates instructor.
Yeah.
She left at 3 and took 3.5 hours. You know what we did?
Oh, don't tell me. Tell me it'd be something really simple. You went down, you had fish and chips on the beach, left at 8 o'clock and got home.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Well, we left about 7 because we had a swim.
You would have gone straight through. And that's what Selena said. She said we should go for a swim rather than being in the car the best part of the day. And I went, no, go now.
We went for a swim and then we worked it out so we get to the chicken ranch. That's a chicken shop in Geelong.
So you go through Geelong internally?
Well, just to go to get some food because it was like 8 o'clock.
So you were eating at 8. That's quite late to eat.
7:45.
What did you have? What was your order? You got a standard
I had a
order?
chicken wrap, yeah, and one of those big dim sims. Oh, gee, it was good.
South Melbourne dim sim.
Yeah, they have them down there at the chicken ranch.
So I would. That's a fairly decent meal.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I tell you what I did. I put it in the GPS on the Audi. It's not very good. It took me via Lara. I know this is not very.
So they took you off the freeway.
This is not very interesting if you're from another state or another country. I realise that. But I'm sure people could ring in with stories about where their GPS has taken them.
Oh, look, I was up on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And so I'm just resending Sam's message because it said it wasn't sent. That's disgraceful. And, man, there's bad traffic up there.
Where?
That Pacific Highway on the Goldie.
Oh, but I've been in the car with you in the Goldie. You're a pretty aggressive driver.
Anyway,
so I went off via Lara.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then everyone was going back onto the freeway, and I'm looking at my GPS, and I'm going, oh boy, I haven't got this worked out. No one was going back on the freeway. By myself, I followed the GPS up this road. It was a back road.
Yeah.
And then it took me to a Board of Works gate. And I'm going...
Yeah, I've done that.
And then it said, where's your passcode? And I'm going, the GPS told me to come here.
That's bad.
And then I turned around, and the GPS had the audacity to go, please make a U-turn. No,
mate.
No, there's a gate there. You should know that.
How angry were you by the time you got home?
I was in back. I had to go back to the line that I just cut from and cut back in. And then by the time I got home, then you've got a story. How did you? Because Selena came home in her car, and she goes, "Oh my God, that drove me nuts." And I go, "Oh, well, here's what happened to me." And,
she beat you, didn't she?
Yeah. Because I would, we said
You should have come to the chicken ranch.
We should have gone for a swim.
Chicken ranch.
Got on the beach, had a swim, had gone to the chicken ranch, met Dave. I wouldn't have a dim sim, but because I'm not eating processed meat at the moment. Because we had a long discussion about processed meat, on where it was ham and Goliath.
We did.
And it really put me off ham.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
But having said that, is there anything better than a dim sim? Especially when you're hungry. And you had a wrap as well. I should have met you there, and we could have had a family greeting. And I was nearly going to come round to see you on the weekend, but no, I didn't. So there you have it.
Were you down there in Lorne?
I probably would have called you. No, I wasn't that far around. But
right.
God, listen to us talking about our beach retreats. Fucking hell.
My dad.
What wankers?
My dad had a beach
we're
house.
not breaking the law.
No, my dad bought because my dad was from Perth. He loved the ocean, and he bought a block of land in Cape Patterson, which is near Phillip Island on the east coast of Victoria. It was $500, I think, $970.
My dad bought a house
lot of
down
money.
at Anglesey, £9,000.
A lot of money back then. That's Dad. Anyway, have we got no topics yet?
Oh no, because
we haven't.
You know why we
back
haven't?
road. We talked about the back road.
We have been absolutely
crapping on.
Fascinating.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Sam, give them to us.
That's enough crapping on. The topics are Javelin and Little House on the Prairie.
What?
Wow.
She has gone. Talk about GPS taking a left and going the wrong way. She's taken a big left to join up Little House on the Prairie and Javelin. I'm going to say, well done, Sam, because that one you would never pick to be somehow related.
Okay, this has been sent in by a friend of the show, Rob Caldwell.
Oh, gee, I've been looking at him on Instagram. Oh, my God. What a brilliant artist that man is.
Didn't you love doing javelin at school, though?
I never did it.
You never had the javelin?
No.
Did you do shot put?
Probably, but
You never did you discus?
No.
Wow.
But did you? Okay.
Yeah, we had those three.
So you
Long
actually
jump?
competed?
No.
What, inter-house?
Inter-house.
Not into school.
Long jump?
Long jump, yes. Hop, step, and jump? Yes.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
It still is in the Olympics, hop, step, and jump.
Is it?
When all the Olympians get together, if you walk in the room and there's your 100-metre sprinters, your 200-metre sprinters.
There's Kathy Freeman, there's Bolt. And who knows the name of the hop, skip, jump guy?
Yeah, and the guy comes, he comes hop, skip, jump. Oh, that's embarrassing. He's coming over doing it. Hop, skip, jump. What do you do? Oh, I'm hop, skip, jump.
Because like high jump's impressive.
That's impressive.
Even long jump's impressive.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. The shot put guy, he's probably really big, but what does he do? He gets
launches a ball.
A little metal ball. When they're all getting together, I mean, I don't know, is he at the front of the queue for the buffet? I don't think so.
No. Discus? Like a frisbee thrower.
Oh, he's a frisbee. Hello to all the frisbee.
But javelin. I mean, javelin would have been...
No, javelin.
Cool.
That is pretty cool because you are effectively... a weapon.
Would have been in the first Olympics, probably, the javelin.
Yeah, and it's throwing a spear. Yeah, so, and it's made of it would have been made of wood originally, but now it's probably made of graphite.
You always think those three sports, shot put, discus, and javelin, are going to be more fun than they actually are.
Yeah.
And when you do them, they're just a bit...
Hammer throw. What about that one? When they're inside almost a cage, and they've got to go, whoa, 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 whoosh. It's a ball on a rope, a ball on a chain or something. What is
There's
it?
an athletics track right near my house, and you see them doing high jump. You see them running around the track. You see them doing long jump. I never see the hop, skip, jumpers out there.
No, that's right. And do you see the discus?
Don't see the hammer throw. Don't see the discus. Sometimes javelin. Occasionally they have schools. Schools obviously hire it out. This was the running track, and this is a true story. Chopper Reed lived around. It's just down the road here from the pub. Chopper Reed, kid, was in the little athletics, and he used to shoot the starting gun. And
Who did?
Chopper.
He used to shoot. He did not.
He did, and they had to ban him because he was scaring the kids with the starting gun. And I looked it up, and it was in the local paper because someone had told, I think Tony Martin or Mick Malloy, one of those guys, mentioned it, and I thought, well, that's just an urban myth. But I looked it up, and it was in the local paper.
Well, you know what? Just because you've got a starting gun doesn't mean he'll use it on anything.
So those kids ran fast. That was a joke someone used to do.
I always admire when they have the athletics. And then they've got the javelin. They've got other things. They've got people running around the track.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
In the
they'll
middle.
go, we'll do the javelin. You go,
Yeah.
hang on.
Yeah.
What if the wind gets up and then the javelin goes into someone doing the 400 metres?
It's happened. It's happened before.
A judge got a javelin through the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I mean, but the hammer throw, that is incredible. Is it a hammer throw? Yeah. I go, surely they got to shut the track down. Because what if he has a good day? What if he goes, whoa, that one, like, oh, shit, it's gone in the crowd. Oh, no.
Oh, taking out Nana. Gee.
I admire those people that do that. And, does the guy who does the hammer throw have his own hammer? And does he bring it on the plane?
Oh, that's a great... Surely they'd have to have standard hammers, though, like standard javelins.
They probably would have to.
Because you don't want them to weight them or something like that.
And surely it must be a weight division thing because a bloke who was big could throw the hammer further than the little bloke could throw the hammer.
What about hurling? When they throw the logs in Scotland? You know that one?
I mean, seriously, that's fucking stupid.
That's stupid.
Are they trying to make the log flip, aren't they?
Yeah, they flip it up kind of in the air. Is that hurling or something?
Yeah. Well, I think people talked about this before, but with the pole vault, I think you put the pole vault on the plane. Don't you?
I
think they don't. They unscrew them and put them on the plane.
Oh, wow, okay.
And they probably put them
We
in
should ask, who was the guy that won gold? Stephen. He's from Victoria.
Yeah.
He won gold.
With red hair?
Yeah, he looked like Lingy from Geelong. I just remember we interviewed him on the radio and Dicko, who I was working with from Australian Idol, goes, yeah, I mean, we thought we were actually talking to Cameron Ling from the Geelong Football Club. We're talking to you. And there's just a pause. He goes, You can do better than that, mate. I've heard that joke hundreds of times.
Good on him. Good on him.
You can do better than that.
You can do better than that. That. Anytime someone says it really does put you in your place. Or the other one is that the best you got?
Yeah, I know.
Because when someone, or even if like someone punches someone, is that the best you got? Well, like when Muhammad Ali said to Joe Frazier, is that the best you got, Joe? And that made Joe mad, and then he beat him because was it Joe Frazier?
Yeah, Rumble in the Jungle.
He punched himself out, and then he rope-a-doped him. So the Javelin, it would have a little handle, a little grip halfway down.
Yeah, I think so.
Which was like a bike handle, wasn't it? Was it? Would it have?
Yeah, it's got a rubber thing. Yeah, rubber plastic thing. Yep.
And I suppose you just have to go where the handle is.
So you've never thrown a javelin?
You know who I think of? Mark Neal. Now, for listeners,
a comic.
Oh, by the way, we should say remember our thoughts for Ted Emery, who passed away.
Oh yeah, the director who directed Kath and Kim.
Yeah, and
Full Frontal and Jamone's movie.
Yeah,
the Kath and Kim movie.
Yeah, for those who aren't in the industry, Ted Emery has been there for all of us since day one. He started on a show that I worked on with Richard Stubbs called While You're Down There.
Oh, wow.
Which was 1986, and it wasn't long after that he did the D-Generation, I think. He worked with the Working Dog guys. And then, of course, went on to do Fast Forward, Kath and Kim.
Jamone's movie.
All those. And he was a great man. He was a great director. He always brought incredible...
Ex-Navy.
Ex-Navy. Great energy on set, funny. I travelled to Spain with him to shoot a documentary for Steve Izzo pre-Olympics.
Well, that's right. And he did a Kath and Kim movie, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. I think he did everything with Kath and Kim until the last two things we did. Because he moved to Queensland and took up teaching up there. But he sadly passed away a few weeks ago, and he is so loved and so well remembered. And our thoughts go out to, of course, his family and
Pia, his daughter.
Vale. Yeah, that's right.
She was lovely. She worked on stuff,
but he was, when you got on a set with Ted Emery, you felt in safe hands, and the energy he brought to you and the reassurance that you got with Ted looking through the lens at you was just fantastic, and he will be very sadly missed.
Yeah, true. Well said. Well, are we talking about Javelin enough? I think so.
Yes. I look, is it part of the decathlon?
Oh, when they do all the different things.
Let's not try to remember all the different things. But I dare say decathlon would be some running, some jumping, some
hurdles. That's another one. Hurdles.
Hurdles must
weird.
be. Yeah, when you're doing the hurdles, I always because how often do they fall on the last one?
I know.
It's a metaphor for life, isn't it? When you're going so well and you get to the last hurdle and then you trip, you just catch it with the top of your knee, and then you go, and they go down so hard, don't they?
It's tough.
When you're at home sitting on your couch with a bowl of ice cream on your stomach, just going, run harder, you idiot. Oh, you idiots! Why did you just jump a bit higher?
Let's talk about Little House on the Prairie. I remember that TV show. Michael Langdon.
I'm going to say I probably only... Did you watch a whole episode at any point?
Yeah, it wasn't... Kids, we used to watch it all the time.
But wasn't it...
It's like a Sunday night show.
It wasn't it was like a bit too wholesome for its own good, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, was that the one where they said, good night, Jim Boy, good night?
No, I think that was the Waltons.
Oh, that was similar, though, the Waltons.
They're very similar vibe, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Little House on the Prairie was, 1800s?
Based on a book. I would have read that. I read that book as a kid. Basically, a diary that the woman kept when she was on the Oregon Trail. Remember the Oregon Trail books? Remember them?
No.
Oh, they were great in primary school. Similar. It's all about survival in the Wild West.
And they were living on the land, obviously.
It's like 1890, maybe around that time frame.
Yeah.
And she just published her diaries. Now I don't know whether she exaggerated stuff or. And then there was Little House in the Prairie, Little House in the Big House or Big something. Little House in the. She had about 4 or 5 books, and then there were TV series. Then
it went a bit doing some bad business in the Big House. And,
Little House.
Went a bit off
Little
track.
House, in the brothel.
Doing some big business in the Little House.
Little House in the inn.
A bit crude and inappropriate, I thought.
But I just remember being very wholesome, and they were in carts and wagons.
Yeah, that's right. Hay bales and long grass blowing in the wind. That's all I can remember. And living, and then making bread and
a bit Amish, Amish.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also there would have been deaths and stuff too.
And
surely.
Michael Langdon was kind of like really good looking.
Yeah, he was the lead.
He was. He was the romantic star. He was the father, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And was there? Must have been a pop in there, a grand pop or something, wasn't there? There was some girls.
They're little kids. They're little
Kids,
girls.
yeah.
Little girls.
And did they go on to make movies and stuff like that? I think
It was huge. Was that 70s? Early 70s?
I think it's 70s, 80s, yeah. Was it Walnut Grove? Is that ringing a bell? I think it was wholesome, but then it got a little bit, tried to be later on a bit more cutting edge because they had stuff on disability, adoption.
Oh, did they?
Racism, you know.
Did it go on forever? I felt like it went on forever, that show.
Yeah, and it had the most beautiful theme.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it started with a flugelhorn. Because most, they were, for many years they got carried away with the flugelhorn. It just gives an atmosphere to it.
And and it was him driving the cart with his wife.
Him driving the cart with his wife, and then little kids running through
the grass
and collecting flowers and stuff.
Yeah,
you know? And I can just see you lying there on the. You would have been lying on the floor at home.
Yeah.
Lying on the floor. 8. What would you be eating?
We would have been eating. Well, we would have had tea.
Oh, so you reckon this was a 7:30 show?
I think it was 7:30.
Oh, so it wasn't 5:30.
Could have been.
Was it? Would it have been on against Brady Bunch?
Yeah, but no, I reckon it was. I thought it was Sunday night, Little House on the Prairie.
Friday night.
Sunday night, I reckon.
Oh, okay.
After Disneyland, maybe. I don't know.
Younger listeners, are you loving this?
But it was a drama. It wasn't a sitcom, was it? It wasn't like a sitcom like the.
No,
Brady
it was a
Bunch.
1 hour thing.
So that'd probably be more 7:30 Sunday night kind of thing.
And it was a little house on the prairie.
Yeah, and it was all about surviving in the elements in the Wild West.
And what would be a classic opening scene would probably, Cousin Bob's got trouble with the windmill down on the farm.
Someone stuck down a well. There's always a kid falling down a well.
Not dissimilar to Skippy in a way.
Yeah.
Some sort of, we got to get over there right away.
What's that, Skip?
Make sure you're home by dinner, Paul, because I'm making my apple pie, and it's going to be mighty nice. Thanks, Grandma. Make sure you get some of that whipped cream.
Yum, yum. If you remember that time, that would have been made in the 60s and the 70s. America was in an upheaval with the Vietnam War, the 60s
so
drugs.
People wanted good stories.
I think they just wanted
positivity
and also old American stuff, so older people could watch it at home with their kids and go, "Oh, this is what we think America's about. It's not about the protests and the war and stuff. It's not about Woodstock. It's about this." It's like similar to what's that show that's huge, Yellowstone.
Right, yep.
Yellowstone, which is sort of it's a great show. But it is a part of America that doesn't represent the most of Americans, does it?
It's like we had a show called Rush.
Oh, I remember Rush.
With what's that actor? Oh, don't ask me his name. Anyway, bum bum.
That was a Gold Rush show.
It was a Gold Rush show, but it was kind of like he was
John Waters.
John Waters, and he was the cop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And it was kind of the day-to-day goings on.
Well, like the Sullivans. We had the Sullivans.
No, you're right. The Sullivans
very
is closer.
similar.
We used to watch Sullivans every night. 7 o'clock, the whole family would come together, and we'd lie on the floor. We were so into it.
Oh, they did a whole episode on when Terry went from wearing shorts to long pants.
I remember.
I still get a laugh by saying to some old guys, "He probably slept on the front porch like Terry Sullivan. He used to sleep on the front porch."
He did too. It was always a bit weird. I remember when I first wanted to be an actor, my goal was to be on the Sullivan.
Oh, did you ever achieve that goal? Or?
No, I did an audition.
Carson's Law.
I did. I was on Carson's Law.
Oh,
I played a.
That's Lorraine Bailey.
Yeah, Lorraine. I played a butler, and I did an audition for Crawford's with Bunny, who was on 96.
Oh,
Bunny Brooke. Bunny. Remember the one who was on? She passed away. I did an audition. That's as close as I got to, because Crawford Productions. That was such a big deal.
Oh yeah.
That was like
they had
Matlock
studios
Police.
in Burwood or Box Hill or somewhere.
Matlock Police, Homicide, Solo One, Sullivan's, The Box, all these 1 hour dramas that were, and then there was the breakout, which was bump, 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 bump.
What's that?
Keep on singing.
Chances?
96.
Oh, number 96. Love number 96.
Am I boring you now?
Well, the Sullivans was similar good feel. Maybe Kitty Sullivan got too old for the pigtails and the...
Yeah, and I think Lorraine Bailey only passed away a few weeks ago.
Recently.
And the lead actor...
David.
No, the father.
Yeah. Yeah.
He passed away as well, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say groundbreaking. That would have been, you know, that was a very big deal to actually.
And you can still go to the pub here in Melbourne. It's the Retreat in Abbotsford.
And there probably would have been somewhere you could drive past.
And the milk bar was in Camberwell. Yeah, the house was in Camberwell. Yeah, it's been knocked down.
But anyway, I mean, I think that's the only comparison we could really make to Australian television.
Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, you know, I would have liked to have gone to the pitch meeting for that.
Well, let's have some thinking music, yeah?
So thinking, but why don't we have like the opening to the 1984 Olympics?
Oh,
I only say that
in LA.
That would have been LA. You could we could have the theme from NBC or something with
the Javelin.
Welcome to the Olympics in 1984. Would that be interesting? Maybe not.
No, we could. Little House. The
theme from Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, that'd be good.
With the why don't hang on? Because I know the theme for it's good. It's quite sweeping, and it opens with flugelhorn.
Yeah.
There's no voiceover. But why don't we pretend that if somehow related was like Little House on the Prairie, homegrown, good folks doing good things sort of show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we'll use the music, but we'll make it for our. So this will be a trial for the new somehow related.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. All right. Well,
yeah. Do
you want me to fire up the flugelhorn?
You play the flugelhorn, and I'll do the voiceover.
There's one at the pub, believe it or not. I'll grab it. Hang on, so I'll just grab it. Do you want me to go, Riyadh, give us that flugelhorn. All right.
Here you go.
Hang on.
Play properly. Wet your lips a bit.
Okay, all right, here we go.
This is Somehow Related, starring Dave O'Neill.
Get those bullocks off that cart or we're going to be attacked by that angry pack of wolves.
And Glenn Robbins. I'm just happy sitting on my rocking chair chewing on a piece of grass, looking at them bumblebees in the flowers. And special guest, Sam.
This show is so boring, I'm going to get my shotgun holed up.
Gee, Sam. I never guessed you couldn't do that, Sam. Not again. Mind myself not to upset our friend Sam.
Well, I can't wait to see that program. Oh, it's still going. Oh, there we go. Can't wait to see it.
I did not know you could play the flugelhorn so well.
That's pretty good.
Because you can play the bass, you can play the flugelhorn. I dare say you can play the piano a little bit. Anyway. Hey, look, I don't know. I reckon that's the new opening to Somehow Related.
Now, what is your answer?
I'm going to say something pretty basic, like Michael Landon was in the Olympics in the Javelin. Because he seemed the most likely, good-looking, athletic, strong. I reckon probably around 19... When was the Little House on the Prairie big? Mid-80s? No,
yeah.
Late 70s? No, early 80s?
I'm going to say that when they had that episode, they had to fight the Native Americans, they had to train using javelins. I don't know.
Really?
That is the dumbest idea ever.
Yes, mate.
Anyway, what is the answer, Sam?
Michael Landon Sr. was an American actor and filmmaker. He is known for his roles as Little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza and Charles Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie. Landon attended Collingswood High School and was an excellent javelin thrower, with his 193 feet 4 in toss in 1954 being the longest throw by a high schooler in the U.S. that year. But a shoulder injury a year later meant that his career pivoted from athletics to acting. Not bad to hold the high school record for the whole of the USA, though.
Wow.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, you can't say that about you. Oh, here we go again. There's more stuff going on. Gosh.
That was Michael Langdon. He was also, even with a sore shoulder, he could play the piano.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go back on. Did you win anything in athletics at school?
No.
Oh, did you win a relay? Did you win? I used to have a lot of ribbons.
Oh, did you?
I run a lot of swimming and a lot of
that's good.
A lot of running, and you would have had a lot of badges in Scouts.
A few, yeah.
What was your number one badge that you're most proud of?
Sewing. We should play to finish the show is that saying good night, because I still say good
hang on a
night, Jim
second. Hang on,
Boy.
Just explain why are we doing this?
You know, in the Waltons when they say it's a similar show to Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
And they used to all say good night to each other.
Can we be in it as
Yes.
well? Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So I want to be able to say good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? All right. So this is the Waltons, which is a similar show.
So it's the Waldens, and they're a little bit heavy-handed with their good nights, are they?
yeah.
They go on a bit?
Good night, Jim Boy. Good night. Let's have a listen. They're getting ready for bed.
Everybody quiet down now and get some sleep.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Mama. Night, Ben.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, Glenn.
Good night, Jimbo. Jimbo, we know what you've been doing in there, and we can hear what you were doing. I'm telling you to stop that, boy. You will lose your eyesight.
Good night, everybody.